Welcome. Take a moment to settle into stillness as you arrive fully into this space. Sometimes a feeling arrives without words, and it can be hard to tell what it is. You might ask yourself, is this my intuition? Or is this anxiety taking the wheel? That question matters because the answer changes how you respond. If you misread anxiety as intuition, you may pull away from something good. If you ignore intuition because you label it as anxiety, you may abandon your own inner truth. Intuition and anxiety can both feel urgent, and that is why they get confused. They both show up in the body before the mind explains them. They can create sensations, images, and sudden certainty, but they do not come from the same place within you. Today, we are going to slow down and learn the difference with clarity, compassion, and grounded awareness. Anxiety often speaks in loops, repeating the same fear with different costumes. It tends to ask, what if, what if, what if, without a clean landing. It pulls you toward worst-case outcomes, even when the present moment is safe. It speeds up your thinking, but it does not deepen your knowing. Anxiety is loud because it is trying to protect you, even when it is mistaken. Intuition is often quieter than anxiety. It does not usually argue with you or demand immediate proof. It can arrive as a calm, knowing, a gentle no, or a steady yes. It may feel simple, even when the decision is complex. Intuition does not need to shout because it is not trying to control you. It is trying to guide you. Anxiety often tightens the body, creating pressure, constriction, and urgency. It can feel like you cannot breathe fully, or like you must decide immediately. Intuition can still be serious, but it tends to come with steadiness underneath. Even when intuition says no, it can feel clean rather than frantic. Your body is not just reacting, it is communicating. Anxiety is often obsessed with immediate relief. It tries to solve discomfort by forcing fast conclusions. Intuition is more patient, even when it is firm. It might say, not yet, or this is not aligned, without panic. When you feel rushed, pause and ask if the urgency is coming from fear or wisdom. True inner guidance rarely needs you to abandon yourself to make it happen. Anxiety tends to create dramatic stories. It uses absolute language and assumes the worst motives in others or the worst outcomes for you. It treats uncertainty as danger. Intuition tends to offer a simple signal without building a courtroom argument. It might not give you a full explanation, but it gives you a direction. When your mind is writing a thriller, it may not be intuition speaking. Sometimes what you call intuition is actually hypervigilance. If you had to read people closely to feel safe, your nervous system may still scan for danger automatically. That scanning can feel like a strong inner signal, even when it is just old protection. This does not mean you are broken. It means you adapted. A psychologically mature individual with strong ego. Self-alignment learns to honor sensitivity while also updating outdated alarms. Your growth is the process of separating present truth from past survival. One key skill is differentiation. Differentiation means you can feel deeply without losing your center. Anxiety often blurs you into other people's emotions, expectations, or imagined judgments. Intuition tends to strengthen your center, even when it points toward a hard choice. An individuated person with differentiated emotional boundaries can sense the room without absorbing the room. This is how inner guidance becomes stable instead of reactive. Carl Jung described intuition as a function of the psyche, a way the unconscious communicates direction and meaning. Intuition is not always logical, but it is often symbolic and precise. Anxiety, on the other hand, is frequently the psyche signaling perceived threat without full context. Jung would say that growth involves learning the language of the inner world without becoming possessed by it. When you can hold your feelings with awareness, you become able to hear the difference between fear and guidance. That is the beginning of inner trust. Here is a simple practice. Give yourself 90 seconds of stillness before you decide anything important. Feel your feet, notice your breath, and soften your jaw. Ask, what do I know when I stop chasing certainty? Anxiety usually intensifies when you pause because it hates silence. Intuition often becomes clearer when you pause because it lives underneath the noise. First, ask, does this feeling expand me or contract me? Second, ask, does it bring clarity or confusion? Third, ask, does it repeat in fear loops or does it arrive as a steady knowing? Anxiety contracts, confuses, and loops. Intuition can be firm, but it often feels settled and direct. You do not need perfection. You only need a little more honesty with yourself. Sometimes intuition says no, and that can feel uncomfortable. A clean no is different from fear. Fear demands avoidance because it believes you cannot cope. Intuition says no because it recognizes misalignment. One is about running, the other is about respecting your inner truth. When the no is clean, your body often feels calmer after you honor it, even if you feel sad. Discernment is a skill, not a talent you either have or do not have. The more you reflect and practice, the more you recognize your own signals. If you are someone who feels deeply, you do not need to become less sensitive. You need to become more steady. And if this helped you today, stay with us here at You're Not Alone, because you are learning how to come home to yourself. In the next scene, we'll do a short practice together. Let's turn this into a 2-minute practice. Put both feet on the floor. Feel the ground beneath you and let your shoulders drop. Take one slow breath in and a slower breath out. Now place a hand on your heart and notice what is happening inside your body without fixing it. Ask yourself, quietly, does this feeling expand me or contract me? Does it bring clarity or confusion? Is it looping in fear or arriving as a steady knowing? If the answer is not clear, do not force it. Just keep breathing and listening. Now widen your awareness. Do not look outward for certainty. Look inward into the vast space of your own consciousness. Feel the thread of intuition in you, quiet, present, and precise. You are not fragile. You are finely tuned. If you are ready to deepen your discernment and protect your energy, you can download your free Empath Starter Guide at spiritualholistichealing.com. As you return to your day, remember that every step you take is felt by the earth. Your breath, your heartbeat, your presence, they matter. Ground yourself in the now and let the earth hold you steady. You are part of something greater. Stay connected, stay grounded, and know that healing begins with presence. I leave you with this inspiration. The light of the universe surrounds you. The love of the universe enfolds you. The power of the universe protects you. The presence of the universe watches over you. You are one with the universe. Awaken to the energies that connect us all. You are not alone. The universe is listening, and your journey matters.